Good day. This is a quick overview of a versatile way to use Google Sheets and a website called Flippity to generate a flashcard with more review. This overview assumes that you've got a functional understanding of how to use and edit a Google Sheet. The first step is to navigate over to Flippity. Once you're there, you'll notice that a front page full of different applications. These all use Google Sheet templates to build, and I encourage you to explore them and get ideas for your class. It shouldn't take long to find the flashcard application once you've found it and click on Template. Once you click on the template, it tells you to make a copy. Go ahead and click on that. When you do, you get to see the template. It pops up in Google Sheets automatically, and you'll see that there are 4 columns: side 1, side 2, card color, and text color. Now, this is meant to represent the 2 sides of a traditional cue card, but it could be any 2 related pieces of information. And I'll talk about more later about what else you can do with this application. So here, imagine that this side could be questions and this side could be answers. It doesn't have to be, but for right now, let's imagine that. For instance, the element with atomic number 3 and side 2 is actually a YouTube link. You can put text in here. You can put links to pictures. You can put links to videos. If you want to embed pictures and videos, there's a specific way to do that. And if you want to know how to do that, I encourage you to go to the front page, click on instructions. And when you do, you'll get the general instructions. And then under the frequently asked questions, there are spots about how to get pictures on the cards, how to embed YouTube videos, if you've got math equations, and so on. All right, so once you've edited this to represent the questions and answers, or the 2 sets of information that you want it to represent, you also can organize your colors or your cards by colors, as well as the text color. Once you've got this set up the way that you want to, it's time to publish. Now, publishing is very important. And the way that you publish is you hit File, and then you go down to, it should say Publish to the Web, and then Publish. Now, the reason why you're publishing this is it makes it public and accessible to Flippity. And what Flippity does is it builds a different interface for this information. And where does it build it? Well, if you go down at the bottom where there's tabs, you'll see that there is a Get the Link here. And right here is a generated link to a unique website that is accessing your Google Sheets. And it generates your very own set of cue cards. Now, you can go through the cue cards one by one. If you want to flip them over, you can click this button to flip them over. A neat feature that's here is that you can actually get the card to read the text if you put in text information by clicking this button over here.
The author of Love in the Time of Cholera.
You can also click it off because sometimes that can be a little annoying. If you want to include your own audio, there are directions in the instructions on how to include that. You can remove cards from the deck. You can shuffle the cards up. You can turn all the cards over so that they're all facing the other side. You can go back and so on. There's also the same information can be represented as a printer-friendly set of lists. You can also have it in a question and answer format where you have to type in the answer. There's a matching format. For instance, here, the capital of Malaysia down here, I matched that up with Kuala Lumpur, and voila, it disappears. You keep going until you match up all the questions with their answers. You can make a word cloud. There's a bingo, crossword, hangman, and so on. You can even make a little quiz for yourself, like a traditional paper or pencil quiz. I was very impressed with the opportunities that students have here to practice the content on their cards. It's very versatile. Because Google Sheets makes for easy collaboration, it would be easy to get a group to populate the sheets and create a large number of cards, which they could all use. Getting your students to share their flashcards with you could provide you with several databases of questions and answers that you could easily turn into quizzes and questions. I want to thank you for taking your time and listening to me. I hope that you get to use this. Thanks and have a great day.